คุณพี่ครับภาษามงน้ำพริกนี้จะเรียกว่าอะไรครับ
เล้าสกะ
แต่พี่เรียกน้ำพริกชาวดอยเฉยๆแต่ชื่อจริงคือเล้าสกะ
ถ้าจะเป็นหน้าเทศกาลนี่ก็จะต้องใส่หมู
Right.
That is just about as healthy and as warming. That is a perfect lunch. Yeah, we are blessed to have such abundance of vegetables up here. That is for sure.
ที่ยากคิดไปเลย
Hey, good morning everyone. What is going on? Today I have a very special guest. I'm going to be taking them around what is probably my favorite day trip from Chiang Mai. Good morning from Mon Chaem. This is definitely one of my favorite places near to Chiang Mai. This is one of the places that I take anyone who comes to visit on a little day trip. Sure, you can go to the old town, you can go to Doi Suthep, you can go to the zoo. Those are great things to do in Chiang Mai. But when you want the advice of a little bit more of a local feel, I recommend getting the hill life, the mountain life, and the very Thai, relaxed local life in the mountains around Chiang Mai. This is Samung, Chiang Mai, northern Thailand. Let's go. So although I highly recommend this Mon Chaem loop when you come to visit Chiang Mai, remember that your vehicle needs to be able to make it. Make sure your driver is a confident driver, because it's going to get pretty steep for about 2 kilometers. The green is one of my favorite things of this area, just experiencing that like almost tunnel effect. How green it is up here. Even in the rain, you can still see it is so lush. I love it. Okay, just stepped out of the car. It is amazing, the first breath that you take, and it's not raining very hard. And there's a nice breeze, and yeah, this is like the first view. There is another back way that's great to come up on bicycles, and I can show you a little map of that right now. Yes. Get out of the car. I bet you can recognize this from my videos already. This is one of my favorite viewpoints. Look at that. Yeah, so this really, to me, has like a roof of the world feeling, right? Wow, so you can see the mountains over there, clouds in between, more mountains. So this here is the Ban Mon Chaem village area you see. Wow. I'm cold actually. I should have brought a jacket. Wow, so the rainy season in Thailand is not very cold. It's actually hot on some days, but if it is cloudy and the sun is covered and you come up here early in the morning, yeah, I'm cold. If you notice, this feels and even looks very similar. If you think that you recognize it, then good eyes, because this is actually the same people group. The Hmong are world champions when it comes to making use of every bit of available land. In the north, you see I like to cycle with my buddies up into these hills. You can kind of tell when you're entering a Mon area. The Hmong are just, yeah, they are just amazing with, yeah, you can see the terraces over there. They are just amazing with how well they use the land. The steep hillsides, no problem. So we are having fun, even though it's lightly raining. Mikey in the jacket. Yes. So here is something that Thailand does now in the mountain areas. While a truck like that does interrupt kind of the natural vibe of this place, think about the people who live up here. They definitely appreciate the ability to have like a phone connection, you know, a satellite, a cellular phone, GPS, all of these things. Of course you would want this. And to me, this is like a beautiful clash of modern and very traditional ways of life. You see
the people here are drying probably corn right here in these shelters. And then, yeah, the DTAC truck. Okay, it is really windy. We're gonna go find something to eat. Let's go. So up at the very top, besides the viewpoint, there is also this small Hmong market. I would say of all the times that I've come here, there are Thai tourists, local tourists coming to visit, and you can find some cool Hmong traditional clothing and a ton of vegetables. And that really is like the Hmong tradition, just the immense amount of vegetables grown in these hills, amazing variety, and some snacks like this. I have had this before because of visits to other Hmong villages, and it's called khao bu, and bing means to grill something like that or roast. So khao bu. ขอบคุณมากๆครับ So you can have different snacks like this. For example,
Have you ever had this before?
black sticky rice is what gives it the color. Oh, okay. Riceberry rice and black sticky rice.
She's serving something called khao bu bing.
So you pick your topping. She wraps it up quickly in the banana leaf as well. Thank you. ขอบคุณมากๆครับ Straight from the grill. Yeah, it is chilly up here. The snack looks perfect. And she put, what was in it? Sesame. Oh, okay. Black sesame paste inside.
I thought it was chili oil at first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks like chili oil. That is a perfect snack, actually. Handheld, natural wrapper. Don't need to throw plastic away. That's very warming. And I noticed she was asking Mark and me how to say something in English. So I was asking her if how much she uses it.
Sugar cane. You can write it. So it's all
คุณพี่ครับแสดงว่าจะมีคนมาพูดภาษาอังกฤษกับพี่
flavors
เป็นบ้าง
that you can add. One is condensed milk, one is nam hoi, which is sugar cane, and the third is sesame, black sesame.
ก็
So
จะพูดตัวนี้ไม่ได้
Oh yeah
they're like a
sugar cane
really good, and along with the
ผมเคย
roasted
พาคุณพ่อคุณแม่ผมมาที่นี่ครั้งหนึ่งแล้วก็ตอนเพื่อนถามไปเที่ยวหมู่บ้านแบบเล็กๆได้ไหมครับบนดอยผมรู้อยู่ว่าจะพามาที่นี่
the texture of that rice, that roasted rice,
ข้าวปูอร่อยมาก
yummy and sticky
ปุ๊กก็ถ้าคนที่เขาชอบกินก็ขายดีมาก
and warm.
Cool
And then you put
ถ้า
in
ช่วง
the black
ใกล้ๆ
sesame
สิ้นปี
paste,
ก็ขายดีมาก
โอเค ช่วงนั้น
delicious flavor that can
เป็น
trigger
ช่วง
temperature.
ช่วง
ที่
ห
มี
นา
คน
วๆ
น่า
เนาะ
เที่ยว
ต้องกินตรงไหน
อร่อยมากครับขอบคุณ
Really good.
Okay, so after that awesome snack, you can see I was hungry. It's already gone.
I always like to buy egg fruit. They can only grow in a few scenarios in Thailand. In English, it's kanistel, and this is one place that always has egg fruit, and I see it right over there. This is
Oranges,
one of my
plums,
favorite high
melons.
hill, like the low mountain fruits of Thailand. Love it. And look, nai. So she cut a piece for me to taste. Thank you very much. It smells awesome, so gentle. Wow, that is a huge plum. Wow, that's awesome. In Thai, they call it luk nai. Luk nai. It's a big plum. Wow, that is awesome. Some big avocado. They have melons. Yeah, they can grow a lot of fruit up here that is not really possible in other parts of Thailand because of the altitude and definitely the climate.
นั่นแหละ
Okay, and I'm gonna buy some tomatoes also. ถุงนี้ได้ไหมครับ20 บาทใช่ไหมขอบคุณมากๆครับ Yeah, that's awesome. They're so sweet. เรียกว่ามะเขือราชนีไหมครับครับชอบ Hi. How are you? Thank you. Okay, so we were just eating over there. Here you see the classic red local transport of Chiang Mai. the iconic red trucks. And then hanging out with Mark, of course, one thing we always love to do is support local businesses, support anything that's local. So this is the restaurant of this parking lot of this, actually it might only be the only restaurant of this village. And we are gonna ask if they can make some Hmong food for us. So as you can see on the menu, it is all Thai food, but because I know all of these people here are Hmong people, we're gonna try to eat some Hmong food. And the location is so cool, right? So as they are used to cooking Thai food for people who visit, of course they have a huge menu, but Pi Ying is asking if they can make their own foods, which would be just Chao Dai, which means people of the hills, basically. But here, those people are Hmong. So right now they're talking about all the exciting things that we're gonna have for breakfast here.
Okay, awesomely cool. We're stepping into a little restaurant which is right at the market here.
Wow. If you come alone, you can have an awesome looking bowl of noodles like that one. Wow, that is a huge bowl. Or if you come with friends, thank you, Micah. Thank you, man. Or if you come as a family, you can order from the menu. And Ying had great eyesight. She got a special dish right there, tam avocado. I have never had that. We asked them to make it super spicy. Let's learn about some new foods up here in Mon Chaem. Awesome. Okay, so we are here waiting for the food to arrive. I'm just enjoying the view, and honestly, it is like an exciting feeling to actually feel cold. I'm honestly cold. I'm getting goosebumps. And my friends and I, when we cycle up to the hills, we kind of joke when we have come from the city when it's like 38 degrees and you're up in there and you see a person fully dressed in like wool, like a scarf and a woolly hat. It's just kind of a little joke, but honestly, these Hmong villages, they live in a totally different climate than the rest of Thailand. It's amazing. This is quite a normal day for them. It's rainy, it's cloudy, it's super windy. It is chilly, just in every sense of the word, chilly. Any exposed skin, the hair is just getting raised up, and it's so amazing. We are still very much in Thailand, but this is northern Thailand. It's so unique, it's special to be up here. Okay, the food is starting to arrive. Yes. Oh, yes. Amazing. Thank you. Yeah, Mark, just look at that. How un-Thai does that look, you know? That's awesome. They even, Pi Ying, เขาให้ชิมด้วย Pi Ying ครับ Yes. That's amazing. So Ying just saw that they were cooking up something awesome back there, the het pot RA. They let us try that. They were cooking that just for themselves, and they're letting us try. The vegetables look amazing, and just as amazing to know that all of those vegetables come from these hills, as does this nam pik. So they just called it nam pik chao doi, which doesn't really mean anything. It's so generic, it's just awesome. This is how they eat it themselves. So in Thai language, there's not really a name for that. So she just called it hill people chili paste. And then an amazing looking chicken soup, all full of herbs. Wow. And yeah, Hmong eat with white rice, not sticky rice. คุณพี่ครับภาษาHmongน้ำพริกนี้จะเรียกว่าอะไรครับ โอเคแต่พี่เรียกน้ำพริกชาวดอยเฉยๆแต่ชื่อจริงคือลาวสกะ
แต่ถ้าเป็นตัวนี้จะเป็นถ้าเป็นบนดอยจริงเขาจะไม่ใส่หมูไม่ใส่อะไรเลยจะเป็นแบบนี้นะ
เป็นผักใช่ไหมครับ
ถ้าบางคนถ้าจะเป็นหน้าเทศกาลนี่เขาก็จะต้มใส่หมูแต่ถ้าเป็นพื้นบ้านจีนชีประจำวันใส่แต่ผักก็คือจะทุบแต่กระเทียมแล้วก็ใส่ต้มใส่น้ำแล้วก็ใส่น้ำเดือดแล้วก็ใส่ผัก
ขอบคุณมากครับ
หอมมากครับ
Right. Dude, that is awesome.
That looks great.
That is just about as healthy and as warming. That is a perfect lunch. Yeah, we are blessed to have such abundance of vegetables up here. That is for sure.
Eating like a
กินอยากชิมเฉย
It's so spectacularly green and fresh. Everything. Wow. That is just pure herb. Is it lemon? Yeah. Lemongrass, chilies, tomatoes, coriander, and green onions. I love the simplicity, but the flavor vibrant. That is wondrous.
Herbaceous and spicy. That is amazing. That is just a power punch of health. Wow.
And if you
smell that.
amaranth, yeah, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
That is just gloriously filled with vegetables.
Wow.
Wait, I'm gonna put this on the rice.
ๆทำไมอ่ะ
I don't know because it feels tangly.
นี่ครับ
The dill, the amaranth. Wow. And then chicken.
Maybe the whole table. You.
กลัวปุ๊บ
Oh.
Now that is how to use dill in a soup. That is how to use herbs in a soup. Look at all that dill. And chicken, by the way. And the broth. Yeah. Just clean and simple, but so rich in flavor as well. Wow. Okay, yeah, a lot of the flavor comes from those. Are those peppercorns or another herb that looks like a little berry like that?
I guess they're pepper.
The way that they use ingredients. I mean, aside from comparing it on a previous trip we did in Laos, and we ate Hmong food. Besides that, I've never had food like this before anywhere. And if you are going to compare it to some food, it would be much more like Chinese food, I guess. The feeling is like, with all the focus on just the quality of the fresh ingredients and very simple recipes, cooked expertly. It's much more like Chinese food, if anything, but no, this is totally unique. This is Hmong food. By the way, the name of the restaurant is Koei Hmong. Koei Hmong.
Oh wow.
So while these other 4 dishes are totally Hmong, not even similar to Thai food, this over here is definitely a mixed dish, but it's fun. I'm excited. It's an avocado salad, basically like a tam, like a som tam, a papaya salad, but instead made with avocado. Just looks awesome, and again, just full of health. So you can see they used avocado as the main tam ingredient,
Yeah, that's it.
but then
Coyote.
lime, squeezed lime into there. They have the dried shrimp. They have roasted peanuts, tomatoes, snake peas, and some fish sauce maybe. They will never have a shortage of ingredients because they don't actually need to go to the market. Every dish is just packed heavily with veggies and herbs, and you know they're all fresh because they're growing. They're growing right there. Okay, so if you go back and watch Mark's awesome video from some time we spent in Luang Prabang, you will notice this dish right here, the boiled mustard greens, and then this dish, they will be eating it with white rice, and it's very unique because it was one of the only places that I've ever seen where they share white rice from a communal plate. But anyways, I do not know so much about the Hmong nation. I don't know how unified they are, but I do know that the Hmong do not just live in any one country. So you can never go to a Hmong country to learn about them. You have to keep your eyes open and be mindful of what people groups
when you take visits up into the hills, try and look for different little things that you can learn to recognize the different small national groups and nations that really do live completely in their own environments. The cultures that they build on top of these mountains for themselves are incredibly unique and so different from one another. Once you start to appreciate the differences, it's just so cool and so fun. It's like taking tiny little trips into different countries. And the language, oh man, speaking of language, I'm so grateful that they can speak Thai as well, because yeah, Hmong language is a completely different language from Thai, and actually some of the people here learned English as well, so they speak many languages. Their food is so diverse and very much worth a visit. It's always a treat to be able to explore such diversity pretty close to our own home. I'm thankful for that. This has been an amazing meal. We definitely were pretty cold before finishing this food. This has helped a lot, and we're gonna go have some hot coffee at another amazing local place. There's the kitchen. These chefs have been taking care of us, these cute girls. Raan Koei Hmong. Okay, so just a little bonus. That meal was amazing, and I did just want to take them to Mon Chaem and see that viewpoint. But this is, if I can possibly pick a favorite coffee shop, this is it. Dibasco Coffee Specialist Coffee Roasters. They have a coffee shop. They have a huge garden. They have a coffee university here. They have a full roastery. They do everything on campus. Campus university. They do everything on location. They source almost every ingredient on the menu from a massive garden back there, and I have the feeling they will let us go in. They are some of the most friendly small business owners that you will ever meet. I love this place. I give it my 100% support. Every time I've been here, it's been a great experience. I brought my parents here, my friends here. This is our cycling cafe stop as well. The coffee here is incredible. Full 10 out of 10 across the board for Dibasco Coffee Specialist. And I'm so happy. Finally, I can introduce this place to Mark and his family today. So stoked, so stoked. I can't even say how happy I am to be able to show them around, feeling more like a local now myself. It is a real gift, real treat.